Hey Amel, happy first week of March.
Thanks. Happy start of March to you too. And happy Women's History Month.
Isn't it so cool that we get a whole month dedicated to us women?
I know, right? Women are rightfully getting the recognition they deserve. Hey, what about our live audience? Do you guys enjoy Women's History Month as much as us?
Yeah! I love hearing about all the influential women. That's what makes March one of my favorite months.
For this week's show, we'll be taking a look at academic mentors and Diversity Week recap. We also have some very special guests in the studio to share their experiences in celebration of Women's History Month. I'm Amel Tesfaye.
And I'm Nia Garcia.
Welcome to Show 22, celebrating Women's History Month.
With the end of the third quarter coming up, course selection is right around the corner. If you're interested in taking an AP class next year, the Student Bulletin has the appropriate dates and locations for all of the AP classes' informational meetings.
Being a teacher aide is not the only opportunity to help students and teachers. Academic mentors visit classrooms in an effort to make a difference in the education here at Arcadia High School. Here's Kyleen with a deeper dive on academic mentors.
Academic mentors play a vital role in supporting our ELD classes by assisting teachers in a more hands-on environment. In every ELD class, teachers have to work with countless students that require a lot of attention and support. They're not only learning a brand new language, but also managing academics, which is an extremely difficult task.
They just serve as another person in the classroom that we can use to help the students on a smaller scale. In a normal classroom, it's always hard to get that one-on-one time with students.
Having an academic mentor is really helpful to serve as extra support in the classroom. These academic mentors help administer different lessons, allowing students to work in small groups and make bonds.
I think my favorite part of mentoring is seeing the weekly improvement from all of the students in the class because, we do weekly testing, and seeing them progress and, do better at reading and comprehension over time is really rewarding.
If you're interested, the recruitment meeting is Monday, March 10th here in the Library Media Center. This has been Kyleen, and now back to the anchors in the studio.
If you're looking for some Friday night fun, you can join Music Makes Miracles at their Spring Charity Concert tonight at 7 p.m. in the AHS Choir Room. Tickets are $5 at the door. Enjoy music and soundtracks from a variety of artists. Support our musicians and a great cause today.
So Nia, who's the most influential woman in your life?
I don't want to be basic, but I definitely say my mom.
Oh, that's so sweet. I would say my mom too. But there's also so many other important women who contribute to our community as well.
You're so right. I'm so grateful for all the influential women around the world.
How about we commemorate and celebrate Women's History Month by passing the mic to Andrea with a panel of influential female figures in our community.
In honor of Women's History Month, we have 5 strong and notable women here. Let's go down the line and have them introduce themselves.
I'm Sheila Bonilla. I'm a physician here in Arcadia doing community practice as an allergist. I have 3 children and they're all in Arcadia district.
You still have 2. Say which 2.
Oh, so 2.
This is your chance to embarrass
All right,
your kids.
2 are here. Noah Tandock is junior. He's in band. And Catherine Tandock, she's in guard. And Alec Tandock, who's already graduated, he's in University of Chicago as a junior. So, say hi to them.
Hi, I'm April Verlato. I'm an attorney and also former mayor, city council for the city of Arcadia, as well as one of the founding board members of Downtown Arcadia Improvement Association, which does the annual patriotic festival and fireworks in downtown Arcadia. And I had 2 kids that went through Arcadia schools. My son graduated in 2022 with her son. He's now at UC Berkeley, and my daughter is a senior here at Arcadia High, and that's Kat Seymour, so you can all tease her about that too. All right.
My name is Sharon Kwand. I'm your Mayor Pro Tem in City of Arcadia, and I have 4 children. 2 graduated and now working, and now I have a daughter. She's at Harvard, her junior year, and I have a freshman at University of Chicago as well. And for myself, I'm a business owner. I have a business in City of Arcadia. I own an insurance agency, and I'm also a financial advisor. And right now, I'm doing a lot of work for City of Arcadia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on this amazing panel of women, and happy Women's History Month to everybody. My name is MJ Finstrom, and I own my own marketing business. My daughter graduated last year from Arcadia High, and she now attends the University of Hawaii. Go Rainbows. And I am part of the Downtown Arcadia team. I'm their marketing director, and I'm just grateful to be here. Thank you.
Cool. My name is Jessica Munoz. I am a filmmaker and then also a teaching artist at Ghetto Film School. I'm also the program coordinator there. But yeah, I'm a filmmaker. Ghetto Film School is a nonprofit for teens that want to learn how to make films. So if you're interested in making films, you should definitely apply to GFS. But yeah, I'm a filmmaker, and it definitely changed my life. Yeah, and that's a little bit about me.
Thank you so much for your introduction. So our first question is, who is an empowering woman in your life?
So just like so there are many women who've empowered me, but just as our two hosts had mentioned, as their mom, my mom also empowered me. She grew up in the Philippines. I grew up in the Philippines actually until I was a teenager and came here. But my mom raised 6 children, me being the youngest. And she actually got herself through school, financed herself. In the Philippines, there's no such thing as a student loan. So she financed her way through college, doing tutoring work. And as an accountant, she did that work, but when it's a patriarchal community in the Philippines, and as soon as she got married, she had to stop that job. You may not be able to relate to that, but in the Philippines, that is what you do as a housewife. And she raised 6 children, and she wanted them all to be doctors. And she was able to actually do that. She could not become a doctor, but at least 2 of them became doctors. I being one of them, and that was really empowering. So
for me, it's also my mom. My mom empowered me, led by example. She went to law school when I was in high school, and then she was also very involved in politics here in the city of Arcadia. She wasn't an elected official, but she was involved with the political groups here in town.
Thank you so much.
It's definitely my mom. So my mom came to this country with 9 children, and she basically had nothing but just hope and determination. And she always wanted to do business, and she worked extremely hard and made that possible. So she instilled in me the values that I don't have to pick, between the two. I can have a very successful family life and also a professional life. So I really think that kind of courage, especially in my Asian culture, it's very difficult to achieve. So definitely my mom has, given me so much courage, and she has been my role model, and since the day that I established my family and know how difficult it is to judge, between the two. So thank you so much. And I want to say here to thank you, my mom, for that. Thank you.
This question is kind of hard for me because I know so many women who I feel are empowered. And so I can't really choose one because at this stage in my life, I've known great women who've had great loss. I know a woman who lost a 5-year-old kid. I know people who've lost spouses. I know people who've gone through cancer and great illnesses and tragedies. And these women, they have something in common. They don't hide in their bed and pull the covers over their bed. They find a way to move forward even though they have those obstacles. And that I admire, people who can move forward and also lifting up others along the way as they're suffering. And so that's sort of what I look for in an empowered person.
I would also say my mother. My mother's an immigrant. She came from Mexico. She was the first of her family to come. Just leaving everything behind and building something new just takes a lot of courage. And just like her work ethic, I definitely think she instilled some of that in me. And yeah, thank you, Mom. Yeah.
Seems like mom is a very popular answer. I love my mom too. I think she's watching. So the next question is, has there been an experience that made you feel empowered?
So this is a very difficult question for me to actually answer. I've been really blessed that I have not actually had any significant misfortunes in life, but so there's no like real pivotal moment in my life that I could say that it really changed my life. But as a doctor, you probably know at least one doctor in your life, at least your pediatrician or some like your primary care. But most of us, I can say, are very like a control freak. But yeah, don't be laughing at me. So I'm not that. But anyway, so I love to run. I run for leisure really, and of course exercise. I had broken my not only once or twice or however many times, but I did break my heel once, and I realized that running controlled my life. I was obsessed with it, and after a while of I actually got depressed from not being able to run, and that was a moment that I actually let go. I let go that I didn't have to run, and that was actually a pivotal moment of my life that I could let go. And yes, that maybe you can say that that's a control thing again, but that was empowering to me, and that is empowering to over myself actually. So
thank you for sharing that story.
For me, it's going to be when I passed the state bar to become an attorney, a licensed attorney. It's one of those exams. I know you do the MCAT, right? And I know you do so many more. Maybe that's why you don't have one. You have so many. But for me, definitely passing the state bar, because you put so much into it, and it's really the entry into the rest of your life and your career. And it's such a challenge, and to overcome that and to pass the bar is really when you realize like you can take on the world. If you can do that, you can do anything. So it's those kinds of milestones that really make a difference. And yeah, I'd say that was it. So.
For me, it's definitely getting elected to be your city council member in 2022. Actually, it's one of the two first Asian women to be elected in history. And for this April 15th, I will be swearing in as the first Asian woman to be a mayor of City of Arcadia. So that is definitely history. And what I'm so happy about is that I'm opening the doors for young women out there that anything can happen. Anything can happen. It's just you just have to believe in yourself. So I think that is extremely empowered, and especially when during the Tuesday night meeting, when you sit on the dais and when you know that your voice mattered and your voice can make an impact. So I definitely say that it's the thing that I really, really feel special and empowered to me. Thank you.
When I feel empowered is when I say no. And April might laugh at that, but it's truly something that I think women and just people in general kind of need to understand, that when you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else. And I think about something early in my career. I was in a job and I had this great mentor, and she was lining me up to be a VP. I was in my early 20s for a great charity organization. And I'm a real creative person. I am not the woman who has the fancy high heels and the three-piece suit. I'm just pure creativity. I love writing. I love being in that space. And this job just wasn't for me. And I knew I was going to let down my mentor. But I remember I said no. And after I said no, hung up the phone, I just realized I have to let her be disappointed in me. But I was cheering. I was running up and down like a crazy person, and my roommates were wondering, what's wrong with you? But I was screaming, and that was a moment I knew what the feeling of empowerment meant.
I would say anytime I'm on set, directing or just being like a mentor, just being able to like call the shots, and then also just having fun and seeing other people enjoy, like just being there with you, and you're leading this thing and everybody's enjoying it, and you're making something beautiful, something that you care about. I feel like that's when I feel the most empowered. And then now teaching, being able to instill some of that in my students. And you know, it's very stressful to be on set, and there's like a lot of things going on, so just being able to kind of like have a pep talk with them and just let them know that at the end of the day, like, this is your vision, have fun with it, enjoy it. I feel like that's the most empowering thing that I have felt so far.
Thank you so much for your answers, and unfortunately, because of the time restraint, we will have to end the conversation here. But I just want to say thank you all for coming today and enlightening us with your knowledge. I hope you guys feel as inspired as I am for this talk. And now back to our powerful woman on the anchor desk.
Seniors of Merit at Work has started recruitment. They are looking for juniors who are passionate about service work. If you are interested, make sure to attend their informational meeting on Monday, March 31st at 7 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center. If you have any questions, email Ms. Wilkins at rwilkins@ausd.net or Ms. Grubbs at cgrubbs@ausd.net.
All week, fun events have been happening in the Rally Court to celebrate Diversity Week. These events were hosted by our very own culture and identity clubs. Brianna has a recap about these celebrations.
This week is ASB's Diversity Week, celebrating the cultures, identities, and the inclusivity of Arcadia High School. This poster, put up by Filipino Culture Club, is one of many cultural decorations around the school.
All of our campus decorations and posters made by our very own culture and identity clubs give the halls a pop of color. This entire week, except for Wednesday, consisted of fun activities held in the Rally Court.
Diversity Week is especially important to cultivate a supportive environment for both students and staff on campus. I know a lot of people might not feel comfortable expressing their true selves, but I hope Diversity Week can serve as a testament to our school's commitment to both diversity and inclusion and make everybody feel safe and supported.
EDI kicked off Diversity Week on Monday with flag painting. Students painted flags such as pride flags and even international flags to be hung in the Rally Court. On Tuesday, Spanish Honor Society hosted Chips, Dips, and Snips.
We handed out chips inside of a bowl with guacamole, pico de gallo, and nacho cheese, which we thought really resembled a lot of the food from Spanish-speaking countries. And we also had a section for arts and crafts. People were able to cut up tissue paper to make papel picado, which is a decoration very popular in Mexico, especially for Day of the Dead.
Then, on Thursday, AHS Hindu Yuva shared traditional Indian snacks and henna.
So our lunch event is we have snacks and henna is basically this sort of temporary tattoo, and so you can make several designs with it. Our other thing is a savory snack called a mixture, and basically it's like a mix of cornflakes and a bunch of things, and it just tastes really good.
As the last event of Diversity Week, a culture and identity fair will be held today at lunch in the S Building courtyard. Be sure to stop by and check out the variety of culture and identity clubs our school has to offer. This has been Brianna Chu, now back to the anchors.
Support the senior class's grad night trip to Disneyland by purchasing PJ pants or a zip-up hoodie through this QR code down below. The fundraiser will end March 31st. Buy today to help the senior class enjoy one of their last events of high school. I feel really inspired by these influential women.
Me too. There's so many strong women all around us, even at this school.
You're so right. I'm constantly supported and motivated by my softball teammates.
That sounds so uplifting. I wonder if all the other sports teams are as motivating to each other as well.
Well, judging by these scores, I think they do.
Ooh, can you tell us more about that?
Of course, with 2 of the 3 teams I'll be going over with today, 2 of them being undefeated. To start off the week for softball, this Monday they played against San Dimas. They unfortunately lost with a final score of 14-1. Wednesday they were supposed to play La Cañada, and Thursday they were supposed to play Valencia, but both games were canceled due to rain. They play Bellflower and Kaiser tomorrow, with no league games being played so far. For boys volleyball, this past Saturday they went undefeated in a tournament, winning the championship. Their wins were against San Gabriel, Baldwin Park, Bravo, Chaffee, and Mark Keppel. On Monday, they played against San Gabriel again, winning with a score of 3-2. Yesterday, they played California High School. Here's Caroline with the recap of that game.
Thanks, Aiden. Just last night, our boys volleyball team played an exciting game against California High School here at home.
Morale was high as the boys came into this game with an overall record of 9-0. The Apaches took an early lead in the game with a score of 25-10 in the first set. Feeling the pressure, the Condors started off the second set neck to neck with our Apaches, but our boys pulled through set 2 25-16. Going for a clean sweep, our Apaches finished the third set with a score of 25-19 and a game score of 3-0. The next game is scheduled for Tuesday against Glendale.
With such a great performance so early on in the season, we can't wait to see what else they will bring. For now, this has been Caroline. Back to Aiden in the studio.
Their next game is against Glendale on Tuesday, so make sure to go support their undefeated streak. For baseball, they played last Friday against Ganesha, winning 3-1 on an extra inning. On Tuesday, they played Muir for their first league game, which was a blowout win in 5 innings with a final 17-0 score. Today they play Muir again at 3:30, looking to stay undefeated with a 6-0 record. Our baseball team is also ranked 7th in all of California. Also playing today, swimming will be having a meet at 3:30 against South Pasadena, their first this school year. Make sure to tune in to support our Apaches on all their games this upcoming season and beyond. This has been Aiden, now back to the anchors.
This show has made me so proud to be a woman.
I'm really grateful for those who came before us and supported us to get to where we are today.
Thanks to them, we are here and anchoring the show. Hopefully, future generations will continue on with this legacy.
If you want to continue watching APN's legacy grow, make sure to follow all of our socials down below. This has been Nia
and Amel.
We'll see you later and have a great March.